Hello, this is V. Welcome to 258 VKM Studios. Today I'm reviewing Lego 60312 Police Car. Now let's open the box. The set is fully built, now let's review it. I am first going to show you the minifigure, which when you look at the police officer here, you will notice that it's made up using common parts throughout the city theme, and with the torso print, a thing about this torso print is that it's been around since 2017. A thing about the minifigure is that the minifigure is quite basic, which is a very common thing throughout the city theme and also creator. It's not like licensed themes like Marvel and Star Wars, where like some of the minifigures are like complex. Now I'm going to show you the only build in the set, being the police car. And the thing about this vehicle is that it's one of those things where it looks good on all sides except for the back, which if you look at the back of the car, it looks incomplete and rather skeleton-like. And this sort of problem in design is more something with the 4 Plus sets. For example, the Penguin Pursuit from 2020 and the Resistance X-Wing from 2021. A thing that those sets have in common is that the back doesn't look that good compared to all the other sides of the model. And it seems like that the designer of the set focused too much on making the front of the model look good that they forgot to make the back of the model also look good. So my advice is that when you do get the set, kind of like use your own pieces in your collection and basically add more detail to the back and basically just make the back look better. Moving on with the design of the police car, with the way that the front of it is designed, it's designed very similar to Duke Titane's police car from 2020, as it has the exposed engine. Overall, when it comes to the design of the car, I will say that it's more of like an American style when it comes to the shaping, but when it comes to the colour palette, it's kind of a mixture between a European colour palette with the yellow here and an American style because of like the blue and white. But the siren, which is this piece here, is a European style. But now going back onto the colour palette, with the blue, it's more dominant, which on older Lego City police cars, the white would be dominant and the blue would be a side colour. And then with this yellow here, it's something that's introduced like more recently. But when it's something in like police vehicles, it's kind of alright because European police cars have a bit of yellow. But however, this yellow is also used on fire vehicles and ambulance vehicles. But however, in those cases, it's out of place. And it ruins those sort of vehicles. Before I move on to talk about the interior of the car, I will say that it uses these 1x2 jumper pieces, which on the box it has it that the minifigure's accessory is meant to be on that, which if I can get it on, so it'll be like you put it on there when like the minifigure is driving. Which, with the interior of the car, it's kind of like simple and basic and kind of standard for vehicles in the theme. But I will say there is this like massive hole here in the back. Best guess is it's probably meant to be like essentially space for like a boot or something. But this wouldn't be like the first vehicle where it has like a massive gap on the interior of the model. As an example of this is one of the race cars from the 2008 Speed Racers theme. In the theme, there's this yellow and black car where like the interior of the car had like this massive hole like around the dashboard area. But however, with that car, the exterior design made up for it, which the same cannot be said for this set. But however, the minifigure can sit comfortably in the car and they're not having to like lean back to fit. As you'll see, the minifigure is like sitting up inside. Overall, with the set as a whole, it's alright. But it is a cheap set on being able to get like a police vehicle, and it's a very simple set. It's not like one of them sets where it would be like there's like a huge demand for it. But I will say that if you are getting a set, maybe do some modifications to the back of the vehicle so it's like more presentable. Before I end the video, I will say that this set came with this, which when you open it up, on one side you've got this picture here with paper bags, and then when you flip it over, it's a note from Lego. And the reason for why this set has this is because this set came out at a time where Lego was newly changing from plastic bags to paper. And Lego wanted to basically like inform customers of this upcoming change at the time, which nowadays most sets, all the Lego pieces do come in paper bags. But however, there are like some sets where you do get it in plastic bags, or it'll be like a mix between like some of the Lego are in plastic bags and then others are in paper bags. But however, it is at the point where all Lego sets that you get, all the Lego will come in paper bags. We have now made it to the end of the video. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe and stay in touch with the channel as more videos are coming out soon.